Hi, it's basically books, and I'm here to do a book haul. It'll be April's book haul, as these are the only books I bought in April, and I will not be buying any more this month. So, April's book haul. Woo! I've got 6 books. I got them all for £8. So you'll see why. The first book is what I got from the works, and I got it for £2. And it was the kind of thing where you see the cover, you pick it up, you read the blurb, and then you buy it because it looks good, it sounds good, and it's £2, so why wouldn't you get it, kind of thing. And it was just after my birthday, so yeah, that's why I got it. It's Poison Heart by S.B. Hayes. The cover is just really beautiful, and it goes along to the blurb, which is here. I'm not going to read the whole blurb, I'm just going to read the ones which are in bold and red, because this is basically what got me to buy it. Basically, who's the real Genevieve? I don't know how to say that. What are her secrets? Why is she determined to destroy Katie's life? And it also says down here, I'm your worst nightmare. And then at the front, underneath Poison Heart, it says, I'm going to steal your life. So that's interesting, I guess. I think this looks really interesting, and I've started reading it. On page 54, not very far in, but it hasn't got exciting yet, but I know it will be, because I can just tell this is going to be a really good book. So that's one book. Whee! I recommend. Even though I haven't read it, I recommend it. The next lot came with a pack. I got it for £6 instead of the usual £30 for 5 books in W.H. Smith's. My sister already had the first pack, which was called Love Bite 1, and this is Love Bite 2. And these are the 5 books that comes along with it. So that's interesting. The first book, which I've always wanted to read, but I didn't want to waste my money on buying the book just in case I didn't like it, and I couldn't find it in my library at all. So I'm glad I've got it now. It's I Tell You I Love You, but Then I'd Have to Kill You by Ali Carter. The only thing I want to say on the blurb is, but it's really a school for spies. That's what wanted me to get it. I think I read one other book which is like a school for special people or spies or whatever, and I enjoyed it, so I'm looking forward to reading this. I really am, and apparently this is really good, and though this book got rated really high, I've heard that as it goes along the series it gets worse, but I'm hoping that it's not for everyone and that it does get better, but we'll see. So I'm looking forward to reading this. I always have been, and can't wait till I do. The second one in the Love Bites 2 is the Dark Academy Book 2, Blood Ties. I read the first one from the Love Bites 1, and it was really good. It was really interesting, and I think I read it in like 2 hours at night. I didn't do anything else other than read for the 2 hours I was reading it, apart from breathing, which is kind of a priority in my life, you know. But it's really interesting, and I'm not going to say anything on the blurb just in case anyone hasn't read the first one. I don't want to spoil it, but the first one's amazing, and I'm looking forward to reading the second one. Whee! The third one in here is the second book in the series of Beautiful Dead. And this one is book 2, Arizona, and to tell the truth, I haven't read the first one yet, which is in the Love Bites 1 yet, so I won't be reading this till after I've read the first one. I always wanted to read it, but I've just never got around to reading it, so now I've got the second one, kind of feel like liberty to read the first one now, so woo. So that's it. Oh, and this is Beautiful Dead by Maguire. And this bit down here sounds interesting. Will leave you restless, which I don't know what it says on the first one, but I'm looking forward to reading the first and second of this. The fourth in it is I think it's a standalone novel. I'm not quite sure. I think it probably is. My sister's read it and she loved it, so I'm guessing I will too. And this is Ash by Malinda Lo. And as the other one, it has something down the bottom which says, "There is no line between magic and reality." The cover, oh, this is better than the other covers, I have to admit. It's so beautiful. I can't wait to read it, and I'm just gonna say, this blurb is really short, I'm just gonna read it now. With her parents both gone, Ash finds herself a servant in the house of a ruthless stepmother. There seems no hope of finding happiness again, but Ash is unaware of her mother's legacy, that it will lead her to a magical place, a place where love, identity, and belonging are all waiting. Okay, I get it. It's part of like a Cinderella kind of spin-off with her stepmother. Yeah, that makes sense. I didn't know. I'm looking forward to reading this, so. And the last in the pack, and last of the books on the book haul, is The Secret Circle. This is The Secret Circle, The Initiation and the Captive Part 1 by L.J. Smith. So, yeah. I've never wanted to read this as going out there and buying it or finding it in the library, but if it's a part of the pack, why wouldn't you want to read it? I'm not going to read too much, but basically I'll read the first few lines, which is, Cassie's not happy about moving from sunny California to gloomy New England. There's nothing wrong with England. It's gloomy, but at the moment it's really sunny. I'm boiling. No, honestly. This sounds like an interesting book, actually. The cover looks interesting, I guess. Just like all the others. But I can't wait to read this either. I can't wait to read all of them. I'm currently reading the first one that I mentioned, but I will be reading them all in the end, because if I bought the books, I'm going to read them. So, these are the books that I bought in April. Thank you for watching, and I will be putting their Goodreads links, Amazon.com links, and Amazon.co.uk links, because not everyone watches are from the UK. There's lots of Americans, so I'm not going to put France or Spain. Find it yourself, kind of thing. But with Goodreads, anyone who doesn't use Goodreads, just stop reading, because if you're watching a book haul, then you obviously read at least a little bit. So joining Goodreads is worth it, and you can add me, and I will put the link of my Goodreads profile as well. So once again, thank you for watching and listening, and I can't wait to come back with a review, hopefully soon. It probably won't be one of these, but I can't wait till I do another review, and eventually maybe I'll do another book haul. Probably won't be for a couple of months, because I don't want to waste my money on buying more books when I've got enough to last. So, thank you and goodbye.